Waking up and seeing a high fasting number on your monitor can feel like you've lost the race before you even step off the starting line. It's incredibly frustrating to feel like you're doing everything right, only to be met with a morning spike that sets a stressful tone for the rest of your day. If you feel like your body is working against you the second you open your eyes, you aren't alone. Breakfast is notoriously the most difficult meal to manage with gestational diabetes because of natural morning insulin resistance. However, the secret isn't eating less, it's eating smarter by hitting the trifecta of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Today I'm sharing 5 breakfast ideas designed to keep your blood sugar stable and your energy up. Just a quick reminder. While these meals are based on balanced nutrition, I am not a doctor. Everyone's body reacts differently, so please consult with your medical team or dietitian before making major changes to your specific plan. Let's dive into these recipes. Our first meal is the Power Scramble, a dish designed specifically to prioritize high-quality fats and lean proteins. This combination is vital because it provides a steady source of energy without the rapid glucose surge often triggered by more traditional breakfast foods. By focusing on these two pillars, you create a buffer that helps manage how your body processes energy throughout the morning. The plate itself is simple yet incredibly effective. You'll start with 2 eggs scrambled with a generous handful of spinach and chopped mushrooms. To add a layer of protection for your blood sugar, include about 1/4 of an avocado. The healthy fats found in avocado are essential because they physically slow down the rate at which your stomach empties, which in turn slows down glucose absorption into your bloodstream. Round out the meal with 1 slice of sprouted grain toast like Ezekiel bread, topped with a thin layer of butter for added satisfaction. You might wonder why we choose sprouted grain toast over standard white or even traditional whole wheat options. The reason lies in the why of sprouted grains. The sprouting process actually breaks down some of the starch in the grain, which often results in a lower glycemic index and higher fiber content. Many people with gestational diabetes find that while regular bread causes a sharp spike, sprouted grains are much more manageable for their insulin levels. It's a small swap that makes a massive difference in your post-meal readings. The second idea is the savory Greek yogurt bowl. For many of us, yogurt has always been a breakfast staple, but most of the options on grocery store shelves are hidden sugar bombs, even the ones labeled as healthy or fruit on the bottom. By shifting our focus away from pre-sweetened varieties, we can reclaim this meal as a powerful tool for blood sugar management. This bowl focuses on density and texture rather than sugar, providing a refreshing but filling start to the day. For the base, you'll want to use plain Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is naturally much higher in protein than regular yogurt, which is exactly what we need to stay full and stable. For the toppings, skip the honey or granola and instead go for toasted walnuts, chia seeds, and a handful of blackberries. Blackberries are an excellent choice here because they are a low glycemic fruit, meaning they provide that hint of sweetness and antioxidants without the rapid sugar hit you might get from a banana or tropical fruits. There is also a very important pro tip to keep in mind when shopping for your yogurt. Don't be afraid of the full-fat versions. While we've often been told to reach for non-fat or low-fat dairy, full-fat Greek yogurt is actually often much better for managing gestational diabetes. Yogurt contains lactose, which is a natural milk sugar. When you choose a non-fat version, that sugar hits your system much faster. The natural fat in full-fat yogurt acts as a stabilizer, slowing down the digestion of the lactose and helping to keep your numbers in a much tighter, safer range. Next, we have the ultimate solution for those hectic mornings where you barely have time to breathe, let alone cook. Chia seed pudding. This is a prep-ahead powerhouse that you can make the night before, or even batch prepare for several days at once. By the time you wake up, the work is already done, giving you a grab-and-go option that ensures you never have to skip a balanced meal just because you're in a rush. The recipe is straightforward but incredibly effective for stabilization. You simply soak chia seeds in unsweetened almond milk, being careful to avoid the sweetened versions that contain added sugars. To give it a rich flavor without impacting your glucose, add a splash of pure vanilla extract and a generous dusting of cinnamon. Cinnamon is more than just a spice here. It's a strategic addition, as it has been studied for its potential to help improve insulin sensitivity. To finish it off, top the pudding with hemp hearts, which add a subtle nuttiness and a significant boost of extra protein. The real secret to why this meal works so well lies in the incredible fiber content of the chia seeds. When these seeds soak in liquid, they expand and create a gel-like consistency that is almost entirely made of soluble fiber. Fiber is your best friend when managing gestational diabetes because it acts like a physical barrier in your digestive system, slowing down the breakdown of carbohydrates and preventing sharp spikes. It keeps you feeling full for much longer and provides the kind of steady, slow-release energy that is essential for a stable morning. Our fourth idea is a cottage cheese and veggie omelet, which is a fantastic way to maximize your protein intake without making the meal feel overly heavy or bulky. Many people find that they need a high amount of protein in the morning to keep their numbers stable, but eating 3 or 4 eggs can feel like a lot. By integrating cottage cheese, you are essentially hiding your breakfast with extra protein while creating a texture that is much lighter and airier. The preparation involves folding the cottage cheese directly into your whisked eggs before they hit the pan. As it cooks, the cottage cheese melts slightly, giving the omelet an incredibly creamy, decadent center. To add some essential fiber and micronutrients, fill the omelet with sautéed bell peppers and onions. These vegetables provide a great crunch and savory depth without adding a significant carb load, making the entire plate feel substantial and satisfying. If you find that you aren't in the mood for a savory hot meal, you can easily adapt this concept into a cold, sweet alternative. Simply take a bowl of cottage cheese and top it with a dash of cinnamon and a handful of crushed almonds. This gives you that same massive protein boost and healthy fats from the nuts, satisfying a craving for something sweeter while still strictly adhering to the protein-first rule that keeps your blood sugar from climbing. Our fifth idea is the low-carb breakfast burrito, which is perfect for those days when you want a breakfast that feels normal and substantial. One of the hardest parts of a gestational diabetes diet can be feeling like you're missing out on your favorite comfort foods. This burrito satisfies that craving for a classic, handheld meal, while swapping out the refined flours that typically cause trouble for your blood sugar levels. The foundation of this meal is a high-fiber, low-carb tortilla wrap. Inside, you'll pack it with scrambled eggs for your primary protein source, a portion of black beans as a complex carbohydrate, and plenty of cheese for flavor and fat. To finish it off, serve it with a side of fresh salsa, which adds a bright, acidic kick and extra nutrients without any added sugars. This combination creates a dense, satisfying meal that feels like a treat, but is built entirely on blood sugar-friendly ingredients. The key to making this burrito work is the strategic use of black beans. While beans are a carbohydrate, they are packed with fiber, making them a slow-release fuel. However, the most important tip here is the concept of pairing. You should never eat the beans, or any complex carb, on their own. By wrapping them up with the eggs and the fat from the cheese, you ensure that the protein and fat are digested alongside the carbohydrates. This pairing acts as a buffer, slowing down the digestion process and preventing the beans from causing a sharp spike in your glucose readings. Beyond the specific meals, there are a few general habits that can make a massive difference in how your body handles these breakfasts. First and foremost is hydration. Aim to drink a full glass of water both before and after you eat. Proper hydration helps your kidneys flush out excess sugar and keeps your blood volume stable, which is a simple but often overlooked tool in your management kit. Crucially, remember that these ideas are a starting point, but your glucometer is the ultimate guide. Make sure to test your blood sugar exactly 1 or 2 hours after your first bite, depending on what your doctor has recommended. Every pregnancy is unique, and while one person might handle a sprouted grain toast perfectly, another might find that the yogurt bowl works better for them. Tracking these numbers diligently will help you build a personalized menu that you can rely on with confidence. Finally, never underestimate the power of a little movement. If you have the time, try to incorporate a simple 10-minute walk immediately after finishing your meal. You don't need a high-intensity workout. Even a light stroll around the house or the block encourages your muscles to pick up and use the glucose from your meal. This post-meal movement is one of the most effective ways to naturally bring down a peak and keep your readings within your target range. I would love to hear from you. What has been the go-to breakfast that consistently gives you great numbers? Drop your favorites in the comments below so we can all support each other with new ideas. Managing gestational diabetes is no small feat, especially on top of everything else that comes with pregnancy. You are doing an incredible job navigating these challenges for the health of your baby and yourself. Remember, you are in the home stretch now, and every healthy choice you make is a win. Keep going, stay positive, and I will see you in the next video.